Let's do this. Alright, hey, so I thought I'd do something different to what I did last week, which was pretty much bash out a film that was absolutely horrible, and talk about something that I thought was absolutely amazing, and that was the very underrated film, The Fall. So The Fall is a movie that came out in 2006. The film was written in part by Dan Gilroy, who you know as the writer-director of Nightcrawler, which came out in 2015. It's directed by Tarsem Singh, who you would know as the director of the movie The Cell, which is also incredibly underrated for the way that it was pulled off. And so the movie follows the character of Roy, played by Lee Pace, who's absolutely amazing, who is a stuntman in the 1920s, has an accident at the very start of the film, which is pretty much the opening of the movie. It's the aftermath of what happened when he fell off of this bridge and is paralyzed, and he strikes up a friendship with a young girl who's broken her arm, and in a way tries to persuade her to get him more drugs so he can have an overdose by telling her a story but not progressing the story until she does him favors. Every time it goes into one of these stories that he tells, though, it is shown by the imagination of the girl hearing the story and how she feels that it's going to play out in such a strikingly beautiful visual way. Sounds like an incredibly sad movie, and it has got sad parts in it, but it is an absolutely insanely beautiful movie with hardly any CGI in it. The cinematography is amazing, the acting was amazing, the costume design was amazing where they chose to do their locations. It is beautiful. There are so many different locations in this movie. I think I read it was like 23 different countries they filmed in. It is so beautiful, some of the scenes they shot. Just so many moments in this film that you're just glued to the screen for. I think the way they ended the movie was actually quite beautiful as well. It ends on this sort of 2-minute montage of film stunts that happened in the late 1900s, early 1920s. A lot of them are like Buster Keaton sort of movies, but it just shows just how insane the stunts were, and you can feel a lot more raw emotion from it because you know what is happening on screen happened. It wasn't just, oh yeah, we just made it in a computer, that'll do. I don't know, you don't see many movies like it these days. You don't see many movies like that at all. You don't see many risks taken with making a film like this. And although the budget wasn't insanely huge, it was big enough to be a risk taker. It's one of these movies I highly recommend. It's on my top 10 movies of all time list. An absolutely amazing film that you should definitely check out. So this movie came out the same year as Pan's Labyrinth, The Departed, The Prestige, Children of Men, Casino Royale, Blood Diamond, Apocalypto, The Fountain, and A Scanner Darkly. And although those films are equally amazing in their own way, it's really this movie, The Fall, that stuck with me, and I still revisit it all the time. Like, I watch this movie probably once every 3 months. Too many people talk about movies that just aren't good these days, and they don't talk about movies that actually took the time to put in the effort and spent 4 years making. Didn't make that much money at all at the cinemas, it didn't make that much money at all when it came out to home movie. And I find it very hard to find copies of it, or even find people that know about the movie. It's kind of hard because it's quite hidden. It is one of my favourite movies of all time, and it proves that Tarsem Singh, although he can do some pretty terrible films, mirror mirror, that he is absolutely an amazing director. The one real letdown about this film is that it didn't actually get a theatrical release in Australia, so I could never see it on the big screen, which I feel would be, quite honestly, the only way to see this movie because of its grand scale. That's the only real downfall of this film. If you're enjoying what I'm doing, give us a like, subscribe if you want to subscribe. I'll probably put one of these out every week or so. I'll try and give it a go. It'll be something different every time. I might put up some gameplay stuff at some point as well because I do a lot of gaming. Other than that, I'm just trying to do something different and pass the time by doing something that I like doing, and might as well continue doing what I enjoy. So yeah, give us a like, and I'll catch you next time.